opening day baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Today's starting pitcher, Emmett Sheehan. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Now into the game, Miguel Rojas. He'll play second. All right, just about ready for baseball. Ildemaro Vargas getting ready to hit. And we're off and running in a brand new season. Foul ball there. Yeah, that's fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Tucker under it. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovullo. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Carlos Santana batting with one down, takes a strike. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Just underway, crowd getting settled here at Dodger Stadium. Upstairs.
Oh, that pitch is up.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Now one missed. And it remains 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
Batting third, catcher
James McCann in now. He was late there, strike one. Here's your 1. Fouled off down the right side. Oh, 2 now. Got him swinging.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
So now it's Nolan Arenado.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0. That one lifted to left. Hernandez on the move. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting to start for Arizona, Ryan Nelson. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And the 1-0. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. You got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
Hey!
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here on opening day. On a line, base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's Mookie Betts. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And here's Freddie Freeman. To the right side. To the shortstop at second, but it pulls him off the base. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
2 on, 1 out.
Hey!
And
that's a ball.
The inside edge, and it's 2-1. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And they're all loaded up.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy. Golden opportunity right here. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 2-1. And fouled off. Bases loaded. One away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
All loaded up. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And a swing and a miss. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
1-2, bottom of the first. The pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the air, left field. Barosa under it. And the inning is over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's the first curve we've seen today, and it shouldn't be the last.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Alec Thomas now. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Jackknifes out of the way. Out towards right center field. Tucker really on his horse for it. He hauls it in. 2 away.
Batting 7, left fielder Jorge Barrosa.
So up next, Jorge Barrosa. Ball 1, no strikes. And a foul ball. Late with the swing there.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
That K is his 3rd of the game. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Back here in Los Angeles, or should I say back-to-back here in Los Angeles. See, these fans are watching their Dodgers play for the first time since they won the World Series.
Yeah, and they're celebrating a title and opening day. What could be better?
Man, how good was Yamamoto in that series?
Absolutely unreal. Baseball fans across the board will not forget his performance for a long time.
1 up, 1 down.
Batting 9th, second baseman
Miguel Rojas at the plate, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. And that is out of play. 0-1.
Hey, 2.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Ohtani. He's already homered here in this one. Rip to third. Throw on to Santana. And they get Ohtani for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here in L.A., top half of the 3rd inning, Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Hey!
And the 0-2. Ball 1 there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To third, Muncy. On to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting 9th, the designated hitter, Ketel Marte.
Here's Ketel Marte.
That's a ball.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. That's out number 2.
Up next, for the Diamondbacks, second baseman, Ildemaro Vargas.
So digging in, Ildemaro Vargas. He's 0 for 1.
Running the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
2 down, nobody on. That's too
Ball.
low. 1-2 to count.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
That one
Ball
way
2.
inside.
Ball 3.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. So 1-2-3 go to Diamondbacks. They still trail 1-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine as we go to the last of the third. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Nope. That's inside. Outside. That's a ball.
And
Ball
another
3.
ball. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Tucker thought that one missed, and here comes the challenge. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Here's Mookie now. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 0-2 now. The
Ball, that's
shortstop takes
outside.
the ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to the dish is Freddie. And there's a strike. Fastball
That's
is outside.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
That one just misses, and the count is even 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. That is the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium as we go to the top of the fourth. Carlos Santana stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one ripped. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here is James McCann. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man at second. And McCann fouls it off. The 0-2. In there! Got him looking for the K. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now, with one away and a man at second, here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Nolan Arenado. Flied to left his first time. Right there for a strike. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. And ball 1. Tying run and scoring position here on opening day. That one not close. It's 2-2. Out towards right center field. And that's a base hit. The throw to third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. In the air to left center. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. The throw home, and he's safe. Great effort, but it's a tie ball game.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, one out. Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Top half of inning number 4. The 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball. And that one gets past the catcher. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
With 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. Need a big strikeout here.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Two on, 1 out. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, left fielder Jorge.
Well, they get a big strikeout there, and that was a nice job behind the plate to complete the out at first while keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
Go ahead run on base. Jorge Barrosa digs in now. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2.
Hey! Ball, that's out.
Pitch gets
Ball.
away.
Down.
Runners stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a good
Oh,
eye
that's
there.
low.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Three and 2 now. To the right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. They limit the damage here. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even now at 1-1. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Ready to go, bottom 4. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And that one fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Here comes Max Muncy. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Hey!
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 0-2 now. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
That was just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And now Teoscar Hernandez popped out to left his first time. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. That is the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here in LA, ready now for the 5th inning. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez has a beat on it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the
And here's a
Diamondbacks,
look at
the
how he's
designated
using his
hitter,
pitches in this
Ketel
one.
Marte.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. He popped out his first time. Popped in the air. Left field. Hernandez takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, second baseman.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Ildemaro Vargas. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Jack Dreyer, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Scott getting cranked up as well. 2 down, nobody on. That one's in there. That is strike 2.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
And 1-2. Stays alive. And a 1-2 again. Got him swinging for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. Halfway home. All even. 1 apiece. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
And there's a ball.
That ball went out.
When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years.
Nope, that's down.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Rojas in the box here lets that one go for a ball. All tied up here on opening day.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. And first offering is fouled off. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through it for the K. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Dodgers go down quietly. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
for the
Jack
Dodgers.
Dreyer takes over on the mound. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Foul ball there.
You know, these D-backs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Here's a 1-1. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it on his own. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
For the Diamondbacks, catcher.
And obviously, a
McKinnon.
lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
McCann fouls one off. The 0-2. And that's
That's
outside.
off the plate. Ball 2.
Good job to fight that one off. On the ground. And that goes foul. Got it. 2 away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Arenado stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. The 1-1 is fouled off. Inside.
That's inside.
2-2. Fly ball down the line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. 2 down, nobody on. Just off the outside corner. And now it's 3-2. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And that'll do it. Diamondbacks down quickly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
There's the strike. Swing and a foul out of play. He goes down looking.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
There's a strike to Mookie. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
This to third, and it goes just foul. Almost got him.
That's ball 2.
Here's a 2-2.
That's outside.
And he walked it. And after that long battle, he's aboard, representing the tying run. So now it's Freddie Freeman. That's in there. 0-1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
Go ahead run on base. Will Smith now at the plate. A strikeout and a walk. That one lifted to left. Barossa gets under it. And that will end the inning. We're through 6 full. All tied 1-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Alex Vesia. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Off the plate, ball 1. Hey!
And a foul ball. The 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. On the ground right side. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
Nice diving stop right there. Gets the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
Alec Thomas, the next to hit.
Nope, that's a ball.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
The 1-1. And that's
Ball
down
2.
and away. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tanner Scott, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Klein getting loose as well. just
ball 3.
missed.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
There's a strike. Thomas wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Go ahead run on base. Jorge Barrosa stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That's in for a strike.
Hey!
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The D-backs with the go-ahead run at first here in the top half of inning number 7. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
This is Corbin Carroll.
Hey!
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. 7th inning stretch time. All tied 1-1.
You can't stop me now. I'm on the run, you wild. You can't stop me. It's in the way that I walk, all in the way that I talk. Touchdown and bringing in flavor. The spice is coming in hot. Elevation, I'm on the rise now. Keep heading for the top spot.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Taylor Clark.
You can't stop me now. I'm on the run, you wild. You can't stop me.
Once he digs in, he was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed.
Outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him. Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it
That's
up.
ball 2.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That misses.
Oh, that's low.
And now it's 3-2. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 2-1.
That right there is a game changer, and it might end up being the most important swing of the game. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So up next, Teoscar Hernandez. And
That's
that
a ball.
misses. Ball 1. Slider right there. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Next
That's
offering
ball
upstairs.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Paz
Ball,
up
that's
for
it.
the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
Hey!
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here, the bottom of the 7th. Outside low, ball 2. Sliced hard but foul. 2-2 down. Sit down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. That catches the outside corner, and that is strike 1.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. That one 95 to finish him off. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Will Klein.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game, leading off, Ketel Marte.
Ball,
The
that's out.
Dodgers bullpen with some action. Edwin Diaz, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Fouled off. He was late. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fastball for a strike. Just
That's
missed.
up there.
That's a really good take.
And the next pitch is way outside. mph to finish him off.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Ildemaro Vargas. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball, that's down.
The 1-0. This ball's chopped on the ground. Rojas. in plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
For the Diamondbacks, first baseman Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ball 1.
The Dodgers holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one in there across the letters. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez under it. And that is that. So they go quietly there. Hold half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Diamondbacks 1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Ball 1.
Pitch
Ball,
misses.
that's out.
And that's ball 2. That one
That's ball
missed.
3.
That one misses.
Nope.
So a
Ball
leadoff
4.
walk. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. And a payoff pitch. That's towards center. Thomas settles under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, 1 for 3.
Ball.
This to third. Slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop Mookie Betts.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Taylor Clark won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Andrew Hoffman on a pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Two outs, base is empty. Mookie Betts getting ready to hit. And that one
that's too high.
upstairs. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly is sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. Brings it in, and that is that. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning through 8 full. LA's on top 2-1. Last chance coming up for the D-backs. We go to the 9th. Now the D-backs catcher, James McCann. Diaz looking for his first save of the year. And he was born in Puerto Rico. Barely a hair out of his zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And that's a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Arenado stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Out in front and foul to the left side. There's a 1-1.
Ball.
The Dodgers trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, that two-seamer's heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And Arizona with just one outlet.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now up next for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo, known for his late inning heroics.
Yeah.
Out towards right center field. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ballgame to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.